How's it going so far? You happy with it so far?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, yeah, when I send you the finished clips, there'll be some comedy outtakes in there.
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Junaid, Ethan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Good, good, good. Just waiting for Hannah.
Yeah, she should be coming in. I'm messing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have I told you the bloke goes into a bookshop joke?
No.
No.
Are you sure? Because I'm sure I must have told you, Shiri.
Let's see.
Okay.
You told me. I
might
remember it.
No, it might be I'm going to do a different one. I'm not going to do
A different one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the rude one. Okay, so bloke goes into a bookshop and he goes up to the guy behind the counter and he says, "Excuse me, I'm looking for all your books on paranoid schizophrenia." And the guy goes, "They're behind you."
Ah.
That isn't the one I told you.
No, you did not tell me that one.
Okay.
No.
That's funny.
That's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. Don't encourage me. I tell terrible jokes.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, that was a good one.
To do.
That was okay.
Yeah.
I'm more honest than Junaid. That was okay.
It was okay. Yeah, yeah. I was told a new joke today actually, but you have to know the periodic table to understand it. So I understood it. Go on.
I know it. I
Do
know
you?
the periodic
Okay.
table. Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
So periodic table joke. So bar of gold walks into a bar. Barman goes, "Hey, you."
Nice.
Yeah. You see,
Okay.
it's all good.
I remember a little bit of chemistry.
Hey, I didn't know, but it was quite obvious from context, so I thought, yeah, it's funny. Right. So
I don't remember chemistry at all.
No, it's but you see, that's the thing. We're visual thinkers. We don't need to know these charts. So what
I think for me, sorry, go ahead.
No. You think for you?
Well, for me, I remember when I was doing chemistry in high school, that was like my depressed phase.
Wow.
And so I think for me at that point in time, I was just learning chemistry to get through it. Like I learned it, passed it, and I forgot it. But what's interesting to me is that one thing I never forgot was math. Like math sticks with me. I think I graduated from high school like 12 years ago, maybe. Yeah. And like I still help my brother with trigonometry and algebra and things like that. And it makes so much sense to me. No, what doesn't make sense to me was calculus when I started it, because I'm like, this is so abstract. For me, math isn't abstract.
Okay. That is
like this math isn't making sense. Up until that point, math made sense. Trigonometry, algebra, everything, it made sense. And then I did intro to calculus and I'm like, okay, this is starting to feel like English grammar and I have to memorize things. This is not how math works.
No, indeed. And I know that you on the other side of the pond call it math, but it's maths. Mathematics. Maths has to be pluralized. That's why we say maths in England and not math. Because
we say maths here in Belize too.
Oh, do you say math? Okay,
yeah. It's just that we have a lot of like U.S. influence.
Yeah.
For those listening, Belize is a former British colony, so a lot of our things here are influenced by the Brits. Like
America's a former British colony.
That's true too.
You know what? In Spanish, math is actually singular.
Is it?
Yep. Oh. No, I never thought about it. Now that you guys mention it, it's singular. Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. So we're having a free-flowing chat, and I think what we'll do, it doesn't matter because people are going to tune in, they're going to hear us talking, which is nice. What would be nice to find out about is, so my backdrop here is this stress, this mental health problem crisis that was very much other people's problems 2 years ago. And then suddenly we've realized that everyone is crashing and having a terrible time. So I'd like to know from each of you. So Shiri, if you talk about your multi-level marketing and what it can do for someone, because financial stress, leads to relationship stress, leads to abusive and addictive behaviors, leads to all kinds of shit. So a way to gain a passive income is of interest to me.
Right, right. And I think that's the distinction, you know, in multi-level marketing, investment, real estate, you know, when you look at ways to create passive income, right? That can really relieve a lot of the stress. I mean, I related, like there is a correlation, as you said it, between that, right? The fact that, you know, and people will say, oh, you know, money doesn't bring you happiness or money is not important. Those are broke people speaking. Okay. Sorry, guys. You'll see that I'm very direct. But it's true. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, to eat, right? Basic level, Maslow, you know, physiological basic level, you need money to buy things. So that alone, right? So when you can generate a source of passive income, right? That, by the way, takes time to build, right? It's not something that happens overnight. And so when once you've generated that frees time. Passive income equals more time, period. You make money when you sleep. And so it allows you to have that peace of mind, flexibility, you know, to do really the things that you want to do and that you love to do, right? I always say in my business, we're in telecom and energy, right? Do I love telecom and energy? No. Do, you know, bills get me excited? No. But what gets me excited is what I'm able to create through my business. And so by, you know, having the time that I want, I started this business when I was working 3 jobs and 4 kids. I actually needed time. I needed time and I needed peace of mind. That was the reason why I needed to start this business, which is in many times why people don't get started is their why. I don't have time. I don't have money, right? So I got started with just a few hours a week. And after less than a year, I was able to drop 2 of my jobs. Wow. And it gave me that, you know, the stress levels went from here to here, right? And now I actually spend more time teaching, which I love. I spend time actually coaching. I spend time, you know, now I'm upgrading my financial knowledge in, you know, in trading and other things, right? Why? Because I have time, because that passive income has allowed me to do that. Needless to say, number one, I actually get to spend more time with my kids, which was the main reason why I got started in this. So, you know, it's that. And the thing is that when you have passive income and when you're building a business that will give you passive income, doing it in parallel to everything else that you're doing, right? That's the key. You need to do this in parallel, right? So then you're going to see it's almost like a curve, right? So you're putting more time into that job right now and you're building this business. At one point, you're going to come to that tipping point where, hey, maybe this job, you know, I always say I'm going to go to my boss and I'm going to tell him I have an eye problem, right? Because I don't see myself working for you anymore, right? So there's the jokes. You see, I also have jokes.
All right.
Oh, you kids are gonna love this. England has such a rich heritage of great theatre.
Grams it on for Bingham with a Gamcom.
Creatures on the upper with the tramstang! Groupers to you, you cranksag lubber!
See Roger the Boogly.